my skin. Blessings breathing from within. Phone keeps ringing. Doors swing wide. Hey, my loves, welcome to another episode of In Her Own Voice. I am Queen Visionary. I'll be the one you hear behind the mic, but at the same time, I'm always standing on the front line, ready to inspire and empower those who struggle to lift their voices. I created this space to be a mix of everything that feeds the soul and to breathe in what matters. So get comfortable, take a breath with me, because this is where silence breaks, truth blooms, and every word is spoken boldly. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Thank you so much for listening. Listen, I don't know who this is for, but sometimes the reason your life feels stuck isn't because God forgot about you. It's because your blessing is sitting on the other side of the move you're afraid to make. Ooh, ouch. Let me repeat that for the ones who just got here. Sometimes the reason your life feels stuck isn't because God forgot about you. It's because your blessing is sitting on the other side of the move you are afraid to make. We pray for change, we pray for doors, pray for peace, but when it's finally time to leave the familiar, fear starts sounding like wisdom. We procrastinate not because we're lazy, but because we don't have enough information about what comes next. But your blessings are in your movement. A lot of people, they want transformation, but they don't want the transition. But almost every blessing in life requires movement first. You don't discover new opportunities standing still. You don't heal in the same environment that broke you. You don't become the next version of yourself by clinging to the old one. The miracle isn't before the movement. The miracle happens because of the movement. Some doors will only open after you start walking, which means your blessings are in your departure. Sheesh. That part was for me. I hear you speaking, Lord. I hear you. I hear you. Sometimes leaving is the blessing, right? People think departure equals loss, but many times departure is protection, it's elevation, and even preparation. So this means leaving toxic relationships, leaving dead end jobs, leaving old mindsets, leaving fear-based versions of yourself, leaving environments that no longer matched your growth. Right? A lot of us stay because familiar pain feels so much safer than unfamiliar possibility. Ooh, girl, you speak it today, and it's for me. Uh, but because of that, you're sitting pretty and you're praying and you're asking God for increase while you're still emotionally attached to what's decreasing you. And baby, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But why do we have such fear of progress? We don't fear failure as much as we fear uncertainty. Our brains demand and want guarantees. And without them, we have questions like, okay, but what if it doesn't work? What if I fail publicly? What if I regret it? What if I lose stability? So instead of moving, we procrastinate because we don't know what we're receiving for our trade in of change. Mm. Procrastination is also sometimes fear disguised as waiting for the right time. We love to say things like, oh, I have to research. I'm thinking about it. I'm planning for it. I need clarity. I have to sleep on it. I have to pray about it. And yes, those things may be necessary in the beginning stage of transition. But if you listen with faith, God has already given you the instruction. Because for real, we're terrified of making a move without having the entire map. Faith helps you with the next step, not the entire staircase. So, Queen V, why doesn't God always show the full plan? Simple. Because if we knew every detail ahead of time, it wouldn't require faith. Sometimes uncertainty is intentional because it builds trust, it builds courage and obedience. It reveals who we become under pressure, but most importantly, it glorifies God and his ability to be all powerful and to guide us. God often gives direction in pieces because if he showed us the whole journey, fear would stop us before purpose could start. We would be paralyzed in fear and not move forward, even if we saw what the reward would be. What if I told you, I'm going to give you $1 million? I have it. But in order to get it, you have to go through a long, dark, scary tunnel because the money sits on the other side of it. But the tunnel is full of insects and rodents and snakes. Oh, and you may have to climb a few rocks or wade through murky waters. Oh, yeah. And you also may have to spend a few nights in the tunnel while traveling through it because you'll get tired and may need to sleep. Oh, and sometimes you'll cry because you'll lose some things out of your pockets while journeying. You may lose your keys, your phone, some money, or your favorite pen as you walk, sleep, climb, and run through this tunnel. Your shoes and clothes may wear down and get dirty and torn. You'll probably lose a few friends and family from being gone too long, or they may leave because they don't want to be seen with the likes of you for taking this journey. Some will laugh at you and talk about you, call you crazy. You may get stung or bit by the insects in the tunnel. The rats and snakes may scare you. At times, you'll see the light peeking through the cracks, but it will be mostly dark. You may get angry at yourself or even me for sending you in there, but you won't be able to turn around and go back. But at this point, you won't see the end either. So all you'll be able to do is keep moving forward, scared, angry, uncertain, broken, dirty, weak, crying. Oh, and the worst part, you'll do it all alone. Some of y'all may hear all of that, knowing what's at the end. That $1 million is at the end. But because of fear of darkness and bugs and snakes and all the scary, difficult things, you won't think it's worth it. But there's a cost to staying still. There's a price attached to procrastination. There's missed opportunities. There's delayed healing. There's emotional exhaustion, resentment, feeling trapped in a life you've outgrown. Staying still feels safe temporarily, but eventually it becomes its own kind of suffering. The longer you avoid the next step, the heavier the current season becomes. Whew, that hits home like a big old brick upside the head because I know this feeling all too well. I was going through this recently. And it was only when I got up and moved from the suffering that I began to be and feel free. Yes, it was scary to leave. It was. But I wasn't comfortable in the space anymore. Yes, some relationships suffered once I moved, and some things had to be left behind. Some people had to be left behind. Yes, my world went topsy turvy, and at times I questioned God's plan. But as I speak to you right now, I'm thankful. I'm thankful because he propelled me into a life, into a mindset, and an environment I would have never encountered back there in the suffering. Not all suffering looks sickly, imbalanced, and frail. Do you know you can suffer and function normally? That you can look stable on the outside, but inwardly you are dying? That was me. It's possible. But the moment you choose to trust God and heed his wisdom, freedom will come. Your next season may not come with full instruction. It may come with uncertainty, discomfort, and unanswered questions. But your blessing may be connected to the very move you keep delaying. Sometimes the breakthrough isn't in more confirmation, it's in finally taking the step. God will honor you and bless you while you heal. You won't have to wait until you get to the finish line. Isn't that awesome? So take a moment and think about some things. What are you delaying because you're afraid of the unknown? Have you ever stayed somewhere too long because it was familiar? What would you do differently if fear wasn't involved? Is your procrastination God's voice or is it self protection? What's one move you know you need to make? Your blessing is not in staying comfortable. Some of us aren't stuck. We're just scared to move. But God can't redirect a parked car. You're asking for signs and praying prayers of healing and elevation and deliverance while you're ignoring the step God already put in front of you. This next version of you requires a departure from the current one. And I know it's stressful to think about what that looks like, but take it from me, someone who decided to take that first step and is still in transition. I'm still transitioning. But the move forward was and still is the best thing I could have done for my peace, for my purpose, for my delivering, and more importantly, for my healing. God will guide you. He will guide you. He will give you what you need when you need it. He'll never provide you with more than you can bear. He doesn't want to see you fail. Trust him. Take this message and don't worry about the entire journey. Just move. Just move one step at a time. Thank you all for listening. I upload new episodes every Tuesday at 8 p.m. right here on the channel. But if you'd like to share your story with me, you have a topic you want to discuss, you need advice, you need prayer, or just to vent, please email me at 320eent@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you've been rocking with me, please bless me with a follow on the podcast. It really, really, really helps me get out there and helps more people find the channel in these conversations. Also, go ahead and like this episode and all the other ones already posted. Okay. They're still up. They're always up for you to listen to anytime. Share the episodes with someone who may be able to benefit from it. And remember, your fears don't define you. Your doubts don't control you. And your dreams are waiting for you. Until next time, keep speaking in your own voice. Step by step, I deliver. Some for my face in the morning. While I just fade, they go. Smile for my mouth, they blossom. I did thank God steady, you know.